On national TV, 5 investors passed on a product asking $700,000 for 10%, betting it wouldn't ever disrupt the front door. But the founder behind Doorbot, later known as Ring, would outlast their doubts and turn rejection into a billion-dollar victory the sharks would never see coming. Within 5 years, what started as a desperate pitch on Shark Tank became Amazon's estimated $1 to $1.2 billion acquisition and changed how millions protect their homes. How did the deal the sharks missed become one of the most consequential moments in consumer hardware? And what made everyone, including the experts, get it so wrong? Jamie Siminoff steps onto the Shark Tank stage with a simple offer: $700,000 for 10% of Doorbot.
Accept and say hello to your visitor. Think of it as caller ID for your front door.
The numbers are clear: a $7 million valuation, $1 million in sales over 9 months, and a just-signed deal with Staples. The sharks listen as Jamie describes Doorbot as caller ID for the front door, a way to see and speak to visitors from anywhere. Questions start fast. Mark Cuban doubts the device can become a mass-market hit. Lori Greiner says it isn't different enough to defend against copycats. Damon John warns that security giants could copy the idea overnight. Robert Herjavec worries about hacking and privacy. 4 sharks are out.
I can't give someone 10% of all of our sales because it'll bleed us of cash while we really need it the most.
I'm basically
Only Kevin O'Leary remains. He offers $700,000, but with a catch: a 10% royalty on every sale until the money's paid back, then 7% after, plus 5% equity. Jamie counters for better terms: $700,000 at 10% interest and 3% equity size. But Kevin refuses. No deal. The pitch ends with all 5 sharks
point on my house like that freaks me out a little bit because all those ADT and all those other ones are hardwired.
passing. Jamie walks off without funding, the company's future uncertain, and every dollar now critical for survival. The night the episode aired, Doorbot's website crashed under a flood of traffic. Orders rolled in from across the country, and within weeks, Jamie Siminoff saw something he hadn't felt in months: hope. Shark Tank's rejection stung, but the broadcast gave Doorbot a national spotlight. Siminoff later estimated that the exposure brought in at least $5 million in new sales, more than 5 times what the company had managed in the previous 9 months. For a founder who described himself as completely broke before the show, that wave of orders meant payroll could be met, suppliers paid, and the lights kept on. Cash flow from the sales surge wasn't enough to guarantee survival, but it bought time. Siminoff turned to crowdfunding, raising $364,000 on Christie Street. Supporters weren't buying equity, they were pre-ordering the promise of a safer front door. The campaign's success provided a stopgap, filling gaps left by the lack of shark investment and giving the team breathing room to fix early hardware flaws. With every new order and backer, the company inched further from the brink. The sudden influx of resources didn't solve every problem, but it gave Doorbot a fighting chance to rethink its product and keep building. For now, survival was funded by the very audience that had watched the pitch unfold. In 2014, the team behind Doorbot faced a crossroads. Customer complaints piled up. Batteries failed in cold weather, video feeds lagged, and installation confused even tech-savvy buyers. Jamie Siminoff and his engineers began tearing down the device, testing every circuit and connection.
Value that this company, instead of being worth $7 million, can be worth $80 million, $90 million.
They redesigned the battery chemistry to withstand freezing temperatures, added stronger Wi-Fi chips, and overhauled the mobile app for smoother video and faster notifications. Each improvement was tested in real homes, with the team driving across Los Angeles to swap out units and collect feedback. The product's transformation was more than technical. Siminoff realized the name Doorbot sounded like a toy, not a trusted guardian. In August 2014, the company became Ring. The new brand promised safety, not just novelty. Marketing shifted from gadget blogs to home security forums, and packaging now featured the bold blue Ring logo. The device arrived with a simple step-by-step guide, making self-installation possible for anyone. With quality up and trust rebuilt, Ring looked ready for bigger shelves and a wider audience. Venture capital changed the game for Ring.
For inventory.
But respectfully, I can raise that money through venture debt or line of credit or something else. So.
In late 2013, a $1 million seed round led by First Round Capital gave the company its first real financial runway. That early backing set the stage for a cascade of larger checks. $4.5 million in Series A, then $28 million in Series B, as investors saw promise in a product that was moving from niche gadget to household staple. By 2016, Ring had secured $61.2 million in Series C funding, followed by a massive $109 million Series D, led by top-tier firms like DFJ Growth, Goldman Sachs, and Qualcomm Ventures. With each round, Ring's war chest grew, and so did its ambitions. The influx of capital fueled a rapid expansion into brick-and-mortar retail. Major buyers at Home Depot and Best Buy signed on, granting Ring-coveted end-cap displays, the prime real estate for consumer electronics. National shelf space meant the product was no longer just an online curiosity. It became a fixture in stores across the country. Capital didn't just keep the lights on.
What we're trying to do is disrupt that market to give that to everybody, to give it to my wife, who's at home, who's in the bedroom with my 5-year-old.
It opened doors to every major retail channel, turning Ring into a credible force in the home security market. Richard Branson's name appeared on Ring's investor roster in 2015. The announcement made headlines, not for the size of his check, but for the weight his reputation carried. Branson, known for backing bold ideas, lent Ring a level of credibility that no amount of ad spending could buy. When news broke, retailers and press took notice. The message was clear. Ring wasn't just another gadget. It was a brand leaders trusted. A year later, another household name joined the campaign, Shaquille O'Neal. In 2016, O'Neal became Ring's official spokesperson and a minor equity holder. His face appeared in commercials, his voice on radio spots. For millions of Americans, Shaq was a symbol of trust and protection. His endorsement brought the product into everyday conversation, bridging the gap between tech circles and mainstream families. With Branson's global clout and O'Neal's national presence, Ring became more than a startup. It became a brand people recognized even before they saw it on a store shelf. By 2017, Ring's numbers told a story no one could.
Consumers are currently spending billions of dollars outfitting their homes with products that work with smartphones.
Ignore. Annual sales crossed the $100 million mark, with millions of devices installed on doors from Seattle to Miami. The company's retail footprint stretched across thousands of stores, and its app was a fixture on smartphones nationwide. Investors and tech giants took notice. In February 2000, Amazon made its move, acquiring Ring for an estimated $1 to $1.2 billion, one of the largest smart home deals on record. The purchase wasn't just about a popular gadget. For Amazon, Ring offered a direct line into the everyday routines of millions of households and a powerful extension of Alexa's reach. The scale and momentum Jamie Siminoff had built, from a garage prototype to a household name, gave Amazon both a business and a platform. The deal validated years of relentless growth, proving that the right numbers can turn a passed-over pitch into a billion-dollar prize. Amazon's purchase of Ring set off a chain reaction across the smart home
luxury, mid-tier, and lower tier. Obviously, we understand the luxury market where we have the $20,000 and $30,000 system.
Home industry. Within months, competitors raced to match Ring's platform approach. DT, the century-old security giant, partnered with Google in 2020, securing a $450 million investment and exclusive rights to install Nest devices nationwide. Google's own Nest Hello doorbell was rolled out to counter Ring's dominance, while other rivals rushed to add cloud video and app integrations. As Ring's network grew, so did scrutiny over privacy. By 2019, investigative reports revealed Ring had signed agreements with more than 600 police departments, giving law enforcement a direct channel to request footage from private doorbells. That number climbed above 2,000 agencies by 2021. Civil liberties groups warned that these partnerships blurred the line between neighborhood watch and mass surveillance, fueling debates in city councils and Congress. Amazon responded by tightening data request rules, But the controversy forced every player, from ADT to Google, to rethink how they handled user video, law enforcement, and trust. In 2013, Jamie Siminoff left Shark Tank without a deal. Despite a pitch
On the company, and I don't believe you can build a big company having one person take 10% of the sales.
for $700,000 at a $7 million valuation. Within 5 years, Ring, reborn from Doorbot, was acquired by Amazon for an estimated $1 to $1.2 billion. The documentary traced how Siminoff's team used a $5 million post-show sales spike, over $200 million in venture funding, and national retail partnerships to scale from a prototype to millions of devices sold. Yet the exact terms of Amazon's acquisition remain undisclosed, and details about internal decision-making at both Ring and Amazon are still private. Since the deal, Ring has reshaped the smart home market and fueled new debates over privacy, with hundreds of police partnerships documented across the U.S. The evidence shows the Sharks passed on a company that would transform an industry. For founders and investors alike, the Ring story is a factual case study in how execution, timing, and perseverance can turn rejection into a billion-dollar turning point.